from JakeLionsWorld, and I'll put that link right here. If you're familiar with Owen Neal in the Jake and Owen videos, this is the Jake side of the Jake and Owen. We'll see what we get. Got my knife here. Okay. Oh, this thing's heavy. Oh yeah, here we go. Right on top. Let me read this note here. Oh, I think that's me. Nice. It says Cynical 44 and it's like written out. This is a little late unless you pretend like I just told you I was sending it yesterday, in which case it's right on time. Filled to the brim with Hobnob. I was going to throw in some records, but I ran out of space. Wait, no cassette? I just intended to have as many forms of obsolete media in here as possible. And I'll amend this someday. Hope it's not all broken. Jake Lions. Yeah, look at that picture. Probably when my beard was a little longer. See what we got. Oh wow, there's all kinds of crazy stuff in here. Oh yeah, this is the thing I had mentioned to him. I really thought was exciting. It's a cut beta, but it's really cool. I don't have any beta of Nightmare on Elm Street, so this is the original Nightmare on Elm Street beta, probably from a video rental store, but still really cool. Look at that, the silver logo right there. Right there, that's awesome. Yes, that is so cool. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. My beta player has seen better days, but right now I still have one. It's still running for the most part. Oh, look at that. And then the original 1960 Psycho beta as well. Very cool. One of my all-time favorites. Definitely, probably my favorite Hitchcock movie. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. That's awesome. Let me grab these right here. There's just a few DVDs here. Here's The Legend of Zelda on DVD, and I don't have this. That's awesome. So cool. I used to really like this show too when I was like, I think it was around 7th grade. Oh, and another one. So that's another Legend of Zelda. This one is Ganon's Evil Tower, and that's Havoc in Hyrule, so very, very cool. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to check these out. So I haven't seen those in a way, way long time. Oh man, this is one I have seen, but I don't have it. I kind of always wanted to get this too. I've seen this in Walmart several times, and I passed on it, and then now it's not really there anymore, but this is Boogeyman, which is kind of like, almost like a promotional documentary style DVD that just talks about all these different horror movies, and mostly ones with like a killer in them. Like it's got lots of, well, I'll just read some of them here. It's got Pinhead from Hellraiser, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Ghostface, Chucky, Candyman, Leprechaun, on and on and on. Even Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. But yeah, this is actually really cool, and I'm a pretty big fan of most of these movies, so it's cool to have this in my collection. I appreciate that, Boogeyman. And it's perfect, just in time for Halloween. I definitely want to check that out. Here's another one just in time for Halloween. And this is the riff tracks of Night of the Living Dead. So that's hilarious. Night of the Living Dead, being a public domain movie, probably one of the better public domain movies out there, since it's not really that old. I haven't heard the riff tracks on this, but yeah, it's got the guy from Mystery Science 3000, so yeah, that should be hilarious. So riff tracks of Night of the Living Dead, that one will be fun. Orb 3D on Nintendo. I'm not for sure what this, I don't know if I've ever heard of this, but I do have a Nintendo, and that sounds really cool. Definitely check that out. Thanks a lot. That's awesome. Oh man, South Park Rally on Nintendo 64. I do have a Nintendo 64. I think it still works, I'm pretty sure. It did last time I checked. And I don't think I've ever played this South Park game, so that sounds awesome. So that ought to be hilarious. I like racing games like that, especially the really corny ones that make sounds, and you know, each person has their own funny thing. Here's a VHS called Fast Cars and Beautiful Women. And the tape's actually in really good condition. That's hilarious. It's got a sticker in there that tells you it's retail also, so it won't be a rental. I'm sure a lot of people rented this. But it's got a lot of really classic cars here on the back, a Porsche and a Ferrari, a lot of things like that. And then, of course, it looks like there's a Ferrari on the front as well. But yeah, that's hilarious. That's definitely probably really cheesy, and I'd have a fun time watching that. I've got a Boston 8-track. I do have a semi-functional 8-track player at my grandparents' house. I don't know if they still have it and it still works or not, but it'll be hilarious to try this out. But yeah, I like Boston too. It's got More Than a Feeling right there on the front. But yeah, that's awesome. I don't have any more 8-tracks, so that's really cool to have that, even if it doesn't work or I can't play it or whatever. And then we've got Monty Python's Complete Waste of Time. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Let me check this out and see what's in here. So it sounds like, from what I'm reading here, it looks like it's like a computer game. Maybe there's a pinball and there's all kinds of other fun stuff. So I thought maybe it might be a CD or something, like a soundtrack to something. But yeah, this is actually a computer game. And I think that's from like the mid-90s or something like that. But yeah, Monty Python's Complete Waste of Time. That's hilarious. I have not seen this before, but it may be really rare. I don't know. But yeah, that's fun. And then here's a golf ball, a Max Fly Revolution. Just for fun, thrown in there. Oh, and this one, if you were worried about anything that got damaged, I think the only thing that got broken was this was a ping pong ball. And it did. It got thoroughly crushed, but that's okay. That's an acceptable loss. If the only thing that's lost is the ping pong ball. All right, I think that's it. And then the last thing that's in here is, oh yeah, this is the thing I asked him about, which is an 8mm VTR. And I actually have one of these. I have one of these that's like gray, but it's pretty much the same thing. Sony was about the only person that was putting these out back in the day. And they always call them VTRs instead of VCRs because I think that that was like a trademarked thing for the, the VHS format was VCR, but they always call these video 8mm players VTRs. And I have one like this. I told him, I said, well, if you're not going to do anything with it, I'd love to have this for just spare parts, just in case anything goes awry on my VTR. I'll have something to place on my tapes at a later date. But yeah, mine looks almost exactly like this. In fact, I have a remote that probably works on this. So that's awesome. Sony 8mm VTR. So you guys that had never seen those little bitty tapes that I'd shown before, this is the video player for them. It's like a little bitty miniature VCR. So yeah, that's awesome. So really cool. I appreciate it. This was a fun haul of like a lot of cool things. So definitely have some stuff here I need to go check out. I definitely want to see if my Nintendo 64 actually still works. So maybe I can play that South Park game. But yeah, if you guys are watching this video first, I probably have a video, like a DVD Blu-ray update that's coming up around the same time. So definitely check that out. And last but not least, definitely go check out JakeLionsWorld. He does some great videos, and go check out Jake and Owen also. That's a collab channel he's on with Owen Neal, and that's a fun channel too. He does a lot of cool things. And he actually just, a lot of the videos that Jake does is he goes and finds cool stuff like this at just random little places. Like they go to vintage shops and like Goodwill type places, and he just runs onto all kinds of cool things. So definitely go check out JakeLionsWorld, and I will see you guys again later. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate this. This was an awesome haul of cool stuff.